Did you guys watch the new movie, the quintuplets movie?
Fuck no.
Alright, fine, Jesus.
I know, for real, damn.
God, the hate.
They nerfed them too much for me to give a shit.
Oh my fucking god, look beyond their bodies. Jesus.
Nope. It's the one reason I was watching. I am a shallow motherfucker. I will go on being shallow in this petty way. It is just who I am, Shinoda. You should know this. You've known me for 7 years. Ho ho ho, everyone, and welcome to Anime Club After Dark, the podcast that delves into all things anime, manga, and otaku culture related. My name is Alex, but you can call me Santa, and joining me tonight, I told you this was going to be cringe, we have our dasher through the snow, Shinoda.
Hello, eggnog and rum. I am buzzed already.
John, don't look at me like that.
Bro, I haven't been on the podcast in so long, and this is what I come back to? Like, what the fuck?
I told you from the outset this intro was going to be cringe.
Oh, God.
But we also have our Zara source material joining us from the depths of finals week, John.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree.
Yay. Karaoke, let's go.
I was trying to decide which Christmas song to sing for my opening, and I was like, I gotta go with the classic, right?
Well, if you ask anyone who works in retail, it's certainly memorable.
Listen, it's that time of year that Mariah Carey thaws, and we all run in screaming.
That's right. January, where do we put her back in store? January 3rd?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I read something that said All I Want for Christmas has never dropped out of the top 100s, like ever.
Jesus.
I could believe that. I could 100% believe that. But anyway, the three of us have gotten together because it is that time of year again. It is the annual ACAD Christmas episode.
Woo!
Yeah, the last couple of years we've done some stuff that's been kind of fun. We did, what was it, where we each watched
Secret
stuff
Santa
that we hated.
Yeah, Secret Santa. I love doing the Secret Santa. That was fun. I thought we were going to do that this year. What the heck?
I didn't.
We were all busy.
Not just that. I couldn't think of a good conceit for Secret Santa this year because the first time we did it, we did stuff that was on the bottom of our Mal list in terms of score that we gave it. And then last year, we did it the stuff that was on the top. I don't know where we go from there. Do we go to the stuff that everyone thinks is meh?
I would have. This is just my idea. I would have picked, like, a draw names. Like, we have all our names in a hat, and we draw a name, and we pick an anime for them to watch. Something 12 episodes or less, and then we'd bring it to, like... So for Secret Santa, I was given this anime, and then they have to talk about it and review it, and then we're like, all right, who do you think got you and made you watch that shit show?
You know what? Maybe that's what we'll do next year for our Christmas special.
Mayhaps.
That actually sounds like a fun idea, especially I can only imagine what someone would give me to watch, what absolute bullshit someone would give me to watch.
Yeah. I thought that was what we were going to do this year, but...
Well, what we have gotten together to do is we're going to talk about some of our favorite Christmas or just wintry themed anime episodes, movies, OVAs that we have loved over the years. But I want to start this conversation out by saying, maybe it's obvious, maybe it's not to the people who may be listening to this. Christmas means something different in Japan than it does in the rest of the West.
That's true.
Just a bit.
Here in the West, where at least the three of us live, Christmas is seen as a time to get together with family or friends and exchange gifts and just the revelry of the season. And of course, there's also the religious aspect of it too, the Christian aspect of Christmas.
Yeah, little baby Jesus in the manger.
And I want to point out that like Christianity is no stranger to Japan. There are many people who identify as Christian in the country. But
Less than like I think it's less than 2%, but okay.
Still, it's a statistically significant number of people. But my point is that there are a lot of differences to how the holiday is celebrated in Japan. Like Japan, it's like you were talking about it before we started streaming. It's largely seen as a couple's holiday.
Yep. Most of the I don't remember where I saw the statistic where it's like 90% of couples have sex on Christmas Eve. Like that's when most kids are conceived. It's during Christmas Eve.
They're Japanese people having sex and babies? That's news to me.
Well, not the babies part, but the sex part, yeah.
Yeah, I honestly do not remember where I read that statistic, but I think you know what it was? I think it was from that episode of I don't understand what my husband is saying, that anime.
Oh my god, no.
That shit.
I'm pretty it's like I think it's her friend that's trying to like bone her boyfriend or fiance or whatever, and she talks about that statistic to kick out her friend because she wants to fuck her boyfriend. So I think that's where I picked it up. I don't even know if that's true. I think that's where I got it. My fake anime news.
Fake news. Also, KFC is big at Christmas time in Japan.
Yeah,
Like,
so it's always
huge.
wild
I don't
to me
understand that, yeah.
KFC in general is big in Japan, but it's huge on
So
Christmas
first
Day.
of all, KFC outside of America is fucking amazing. I don't know why American KFC sucks so bad compared to the rest of the world. Like if you've had KFC in other countries, like in Thailand or in Japan or something, it tastes way better.
Yeah,
I
It's
don't
not
know what
just
it is.
KFC either. It's just fast food in general is done so much better outside of
Yeah,
America than
like,
inside of
I've
America.
had KFC in England and in New Zealand, and holy fuck, it's so much better. I was like, what the hell?
And I'm
What's
like,
this bullshit?
I don't know if it's because like here in America we have like the farm mass produced fucking inject water, saline, and salt into the chicken breast to make it like bigger. Maybe that's why, because our chicken fucking sucks compared to the rest of the world. That might be it. I have no idea. But I do know that for certain fast food restaurants, like McDonald's, for example, in Asia, they have certain local specialties. Like you can get rice and like regular food inside of like McDonald's. They have special sauces that are like, they have like this plum sauce instead of a sweet and sour sauce. Well, they have sweet and sour too, but it's so good.
But John, do they have the Szechuan sauce?
Bro, don't even go there.
I hate you so much, God.
But so what happened was, I think it was back in I want to say the 80s or the 90s. KFC was like, man, we really need to like push our market out in Japan. And some dude was just like, what if we just told them this is how the Westerners celebrate Christmas? They have KFC. And it just stuck. And now it's just a traditional thing in Japan. Like that's the main reason. And I'm just like, I don't understand how this became a thing, but it's a thing now.
Well, it's kind of like how way back in the day, like over 100 years ago, Coca-Cola was trying to figure out how do they sell a cold drink in the wintertime. And then someone in the brilliant marketing team was like, St. Nicholas?
Dude,
goddamn,
I still remember the Saint Nick on Coca-Cola. I remember the classic ads, and I remember the fucking polar bears.
Yeah.
And it's still, I don't even like, it's just refreshing to watch them drink. Like, oh, these cool polar bears want to drink a refreshing cool Coke. Like, that was peak, like, subliminal messaging to get people to drink Coke.
In the 60s, Coke also had it where those polar bears would wear sunglasses, and it's like, whoa, they're so cool.
Yeah, I don't know what that type of marketing is called, but it definitely had an impact on me as a kid.
It's called effective marketing is what it's called, John.
Like, I'm honestly, I don't see very many, or I don't even pay, maybe because I have ad blockers and stuff, I don't see very many commercials for stuff in general anymore.
Hell yeah.
I don't watch TV. But I honestly, the last like soda ad I remember seeing was it Kylie Jenner and Pepsi? Was that the big thing a couple years ago?
Are you talking about the one during the police protest where she was just handing the cops a Pepsi?
That shit was
Like
hilarious.
that. I remember that commercial because of everyone online was like, oh my god, what the fuck? It's so out of touch and stuff like that. It's so tone deaf.
We solved all the problems with the Pepsi, guys.
Yeah, and like, fuck Pepsi, by the way. Unless you want to sponsor us, Pepsi, then I love your product. However, Coca-Cola is superior. Coca-Cola, please sponsor me. I love Coke. I will fucking shoehorn Coca-Cola everywhere.
I actually like Diet Pepsi a lot.
I fucking love Pepsi.
Bro, oh my god, we are a Coca-Cola household.
I say this.
You're from the South. How can you like Pepsi?
Again,
You're betraying your own freaking culture, bro.
Hold on. I say this with knowing full well that there are people I know here in the South who will listen to this and will come to my apartment with a gun and shoot me for saying that.
Oh
bro,
no! This is Alex's
you can't live
last
that.
podcast.
You cannot live that close to Atlanta and be a fan of Pepsi. It's just impossible.
I will say, I do exclusively use Coke for like mixers and alcohol.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because for some reason, Pepsi just doesn't mix that well with alcohol, in my opinion.
No, Pepsi's a terrible mixer.
Think Pepsi doesn't. I just think Pepsi doesn't mix well in general, like with anything. But I'd always just rather have a Coke.
But how can you have gamers without Mountain Dew, John? Gamers wouldn't exist without Mountain Dew.
See, Mountain Dew was a different company. Mountain Dew used to be its own fucking company before PepsiCo bought it out, okay? So it's not fair to give PepsiCo that credit. Check your facts.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
That I don't know if that's true or not, but I do know that when video games
it's
came around,
100% true.
Everyone drank Mountain Dew.
It's 100% true. You know why I did?
Do you know why they put the Master Chief in the soda? Because it was a Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew's gotten really wild lately. Like every season,
Baja Blast is
it's
just
a
like
new
Elf
flavor.
Cup.
Yeah,
It really
a mystery
is.
flavor.
Yeah, they have a new flavor every like season, every like fall, winter, summer, and spring season. And I don't know what happened to Mountain Dew to make them turn into like this company. Because I remember before they had like White Out with Sean White. Is that the snowboarder
Sean White,
guy?
Yeah, that was the snowboarding one. That
they had like
during
Blue
the
Voltage,
Winter
and they
Olympics
had Blue Voltage, and then Code Red. Right? Those were like all the Mountain Dew that we used to have. And then all of a sudden they're like, we're just gonna roll out new fucking flavors. And I honestly think it was because Taco Bell commissioned them to do the Baja Blast, and I fucking love Baja Blast. It's my favorite Mountain Dew flavor.
Same.
I feel like that has magical properties. Like there's crack in it. There's got to be crack in Baja Blast, right?
I have no idea. All I know is I think after the successful campaign of Baja Blast, Mountain Dew was like, maybe we should just release random flavors. And I love trying new drinks. I love trying new things in general, but like new drinks are something easy that's like, you know, pick it up for $2-3, try something new, try something different. So whenever I go to the store and I always like, is there a new flavor of Mountain Dew that I can try today? And some of them are really good, and then some of them are really fucking garbage. My wife
Someone
here
at Mountain
loves...
Dew have a good day or a bad day? Let's find out.
Well, she likes really weird flavors, right? And I have to pick up new flavors when I see them when I'm at the store, because I'm like, let's see if she likes it. And a bunch of the times she likes flavors that I fucking just absolutely detest. So, like, I hated Voodoo. Mountain Dew Voodoo, the one they had for Halloween. Fucking disgusting. She loved that
okay.
shit.
It was
that the one that had that like tangerine taste to it?
Yeah, it is.
I didn't like that either.
It. But then like I'm trying to remember. She loved the Dew SA flavor, the one they sell for 4th of July. And I'm just this tastes like a bunch of mashed up Skittles and Starburst candy. This is fucking gross.
I have a theory about that flavor. I think it came about because they had a bunch of surplus flavors like Code Red, Baja Blast, and they just mixed it all together and said, "This is a
that's
new
what
flavor."
they do for the mystery flavor Dum Dums. That's exactly what they did for those.
Yeah,
and I remember that. I'm like, this tastes like they just had the bottom of the barrel shit. I'm like, well, we don't want to waste it. Let's just mash it together and call it mystery flavor.
Yeah,
freaking crazy, dude. But man,
do you remember that time that Mountain Dew was like, "Hey, you guys can choose the new name of our new drink that's coming out," and the one that won was Gushing Granny?
Ugh.
I don't remember this. Why'd you?
Also, if I remember correctly, in that contest, the name that came in second place was Adolf Hitler did nothing wrong. So,
God
fucking
damn.
I love the internet, man. I absolutely love the internet sometimes.
It's like when they opened up polling to like, I forgot what it was. I think it was in Britain or something. They opened up polls online for like the name of a new cruise ship or some shit like that.
Bodie McBoatface, yeah.
That, what the fuck? Bodie McBoatface.
I fucking love that name.
If they had any balls, though, they would have named the boat that, and they didn't. Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of companies do that for the viral marketing aspect because they know, 100% they know that people are going to do stupid shit like that, and it's just going to generate clicks anyway. Like, I never would have known about this company if they didn't do this, so it worked.
Yeah. I think at this point, though, everyone knows what Mountain Dew is.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, we're here to talk about anime and Christmas.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was a
we
long
got on
tangent.
So far.
Huge
So far.
KFC, though. The point of that whole tangent was KFC is really popular in Japan, and it is hugely popular on Christmas. In fact, in a lot of KFCs, there's a fucking waiting list to get your fucking food, and you got to get in early if you want an order on Christmas.
you have to pre-order your Christmas orders. Like I think it starts in October, like 2 months ahead.
That's insane.
Because a lot of places won't have enough. Yeah, I know, right?
Isn't there also like there's I don't know if it's like
Also, let me say something. And it's not just fried chicken. It has to be KFC. It's specifically KFC. It's so weird.
I would love to see their profit numbers on that, honestly.
Oh, I'm sure it's like fucking Walmart's profit numbers on the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Well, what I think is weird is that why KFC? Because there's so much better fried chicken around that's not KFC in Japan. Like Japan's food culture is amazing because they don't have very much else.
Good drive-in Tory.
But yeah, it's weird to me. I'm like, why KFC? I'm sure it's great, but there's way better chicken that you could get at fucking Lawson's or something.
I think
like
it's
the Lawson's chicken.
Probably part of the fact is like brand recognition, and that's it. Even though there is like better stuff.
Yeah, but it's a hugely successful campaign. Like, props to them.
Yeah.
There's also, from what I understand, I don't know how true this is, but I've heard that there's also a lot of the KFCs in Japan have like actual statues outside of them of Colonel Sanders, and there's like some kind of I don't know, belief or urban legend or something that on Christmas you're supposed to kiss the Colonel for good luck.
I honestly don't know anything about that.
Anyway, let's actually talk about what we're here to talk. We've spent like 15 minutes just rambling about this shit.
Well, yeah, because there's not much to talk about. Like, there's Christmas episodes in anime. Like, oh, okay, cool.
But there are some good ones. There are some really good ones.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, we can start with I think maybe the three of us here probably agree is the best Christmas anime episode, and that's Toradora.
Well, before we do that, we got to preface: spoilers abound.
Oh yeah. We will be talking some spoiler stuff for some of the things that we will be talking about tonight. We'll be sure to say out front what it is we're going to be talking about. So if you do want to, fast forward through, us spoiling something, it'll be good. But yeah, I mean, I think everyone kind of universally agrees that Toradora's Christmas episode, or episodes really, are really good.
Best Christmas anime, period. Let's be very fucking real.
It's not even a Christmas anime, but...
It's a Christmas anime. Fuck you. I'll fight you over this. There's a reason there's a yearly rewatch around this time for Toradora. It's because it's a Christmas goddamn anime, John.
It's not. It's really not.
I'll fight you.
Yeah, John. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Fuck you.
So is Gremlins. What's your point?
I mean, Gremlins is a great Christmas movie.
I'm just saying, Toradora... So, in Japan, because Christmas is seen as more of a couple's holiday, more so than, like, a family gathering thing, because they have Hatsumode for that, like, New Year stuff, so that's for family. So, it makes sense for them to make the distinction between, like, well, this one's for couples and this one's for family. Because they have that. Mm-hmm. But a lot of confessions happen around Christmas episodes. Just because, like, tensions are high. Like, this is where people get together during the holidays. And it's a true thing. Just like how when they go on, like, summer vacation, right? It's like during the frickin' summer scaring, whatever, like, test of courage shit. Like, it's just... These are just super tropey times to be confessing. So I understand why you would say Toradora is, because it's like, I think it's like 3 episodes, 2 or 3, right?
It's a 3-episode series that take place around Christmas.
Yeah, and it's like the main confession happens in Toradora during these episodes. And it's great because we've been waiting like 20 episodes for this. So
I straight up know several people that cried when that happened finally.
Were you one of them, Shinoda?
No!
Lies, absolute lies and slander.
Yeah, Toradora's Christmas confession episode is really good because I feel like it's really good because the story has been building up to this point for the last 20-ish episodes, right? That's why it's so good.
Yeah, it's episodes 17, 18, and 19 specifically. And I think the confession happens in the 19th episode.
But I want to say it could have happened at any season and it would have been great. It's not because it was Christmas that made it great. Though it did contribute to the overall mood.
I think that's actually part of what makes the whole confession thing around Christmas time kind of, well, tropey first off, but also kind of magical because you have all that like decorations, like the Christmas decorations make it seem so otherworldly and magical.
Well, it's super festive. Like they have there's the Christmas party and stuff during these episodes, right?
Yeah, like a lot of the Christmas episodes revolve around some kind of a Christmas party. Yeah.
The very fact of
they're having it at school or something.
It's a festival. It's like a school festival.
Okay, yeah, they're having like a winter festival, so it's extremely festive. Best girl Ami is dressed in a really nice outfit. So
John, we're not doing this.
Oh boy.
I'm just saying, best girl is Ami.
John,
if Natai were here, he'd be on my side.
You know what?
We all know Ami is the best girl.
This is bait. I'm not falling for this.
I mean, what?
I'm not fucking falling for this.
Listen, Taiga's all right. Like Taiga's, she gets her own ending. That's fine.
John, I will literally call the wife right now and have her beat you. Don't make me do this.
Oh, she's right there. She's behind you.
Whoa!
No, I think if you want a gold standard of what a Christmas episode should be in anime, I think Toradora is probably the gold standard. I think it's fair to say. Like, the thing about it is, it's been years, and I mean genuinely years since I watched Toradora. And I think I've only watched Toradora all the way through twice. And I feel like it's one of those anime that deserves a rewatch soon. Like, I need to rewatch this because it's been so long.
I've rewatched Toradora so many times that I don't care about rewatching it anymore. That's why. I've watched it like 5 or 6 times. I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm done with this. The story is still the same. I still feel great at the end when I'm like, yes. Yes.
I know my...
It's still maybe my favorite anime romance, though, ever.
Oh, no.
It's definitely...
I think...
It's up there for me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a top 10. Maybe even a top 5, but... I watch a lot of rom-coms, so it's like there's other things on there that I like a lot more. Like for example, for me, Kimi ni Todoke, From Me to You. So I put that on mine because that one also has a confession on Christmas, and it's just like it's been a long time coming. It's been like 200 fucking chapters in the manga, and I'm like, fucking finally, it's all coming to a head, and it's just like fucking finally, and.
Just like reading a manhwa. It's what you say at the end of it. Fucking finally.
Well, the payoff to me was worth it because Kimi ni Todoke, From Me to You, it's very wholesome. There's nothing like... I think Toradora is like more lewd than Kimi ni Todoke because it's I mean, they're both about high school students, but Toradora is more cartoony, more hammy and stuff like that. Kimi ni Todoke is more like adult-oriented.
I mean, in Toradora, you see that scene where Taiga's pulling the thigh highs up?
Bruh, pre-parade. Fucking pre-parade when she's getting ready in the morning.
Whew!
Whew! Rie Kugamiya! Whew! But, yeah, I really liked Kimi ni Todoke because again, it's like, I remember in the episode, it's like, all the classmates they're having like a Christmas party, and then I believe they go to a restaurant or something, or they're having it at a restaurant, and the main character, they finally confess like to the guy that they like, and I'm just like, yes, it's been 200 chapters. It's been like 36 episodes. It's been 36 episodes of the anime. Let's go.
Man, when you get confessions like that, though, it's so good because
it's about the build-up. It's about the build-up, and that's what makes like Christmas episodes of anime so good because they know that this is the time to be confessing. They build it all up around, and then there's a great mood, there's a great aura going on, and it's just like this is do or die time. This is where you grow balls, you do it, man, you go for it. And by golly, was it fucking worth it? Like, normally I'm very impatient, and I'm like, just confess, you fucking idiots, just fucking confess. But, I mean, the point of these rom-com stories is that you're supposed to see the build-up. which is why Toradora is really good at it and Kimi no Todoke is really good at it, because you're building it up to all this culmination of it until it all finally comes crashing into each other, and you're just like, it's the like epitome, right? It's the peak of rom-com.
Guys,
I would argue that's kind of what makes Christmas in general so entertaining, because we celebrate it, well, at least in the West, we celebrate it for a fucking month, and then the day gets here and you're like, fucking finally!
Yeah, it's weird how it's weird that we celebrate Christmas starting from like even like halfway through November, people start doing Christmas stuff, and it's just like it's been like that for hundreds of years.
Oh, and like growing up with my family, the day after Thanksgiving, that tree's going up.
yeah, that's like the same everywhere, I feel like.
Oh no, I had my neighbors putting up their Christmas lights like a week before Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Like, yeah.
They're trying to beat the crowds, man. They're being trendsetters.
I mean,
So-
Christmas is a way bigger holiday than Thanksgiving. Let's just be honest here.
Yeah.
Oh, I 100% agree.
Like, Thanksgiving is about being thankful for your family and stuff like that. And we're just like, yeah, Thanksgiving. But Christmas, though. There's something about Christmas that makes it so unique. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because, at least in the West, we get, I don't know if you guys on the East Coast, you probably did. I think the school system's been the same in the U.S., but we get like 2 weeks off at the end of the year because of Christmas and New Year's.
No, that's
Yeah,
the
well,
standard.
here in Florida, we get 2.5 weeks off, but...
Yeah, so like, because of that, it's ingrained into us at an early age that this season, this Christmas time, because Christmas and New Year's are literally a week from each other, so we get a huge block of time off. Like, this is a time to be happy. It's a time to be jolly. And it's just overall great, because we just get to stay home and do nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it.
And in the middle of that, you get gifts.
Oh yeah, there's that. I mean, I've never liked Christmas for the gifts. I've always just liked it because I don't have to do anything. That's why.
I
Like,
mean,
the gifts
yeah.
are whatever. Gifts are cool, but just having 2 weeks off from school, and at my current job, we also get a winter break, so I get Christmas and New Year's off as well. So I have like 10 days off from work paid. So it's fucking amazing.
That sounds great. I
It's
wish I got that,
fucking
but
amazing.
I wish I got that, but unfortunately, hackers don't take a day off, John.
Well, they should. They should respect Christmas. Listen, in World War II
Christmas
during
peace.
World War One, I
You're
think
talking
was.
about the Christmas truce.
Yeah, there was a truce during Christmas during World War One. Man, if they could do it, hackers can learn to take a fucking day off. Come on,
I wish. I fucking wish.
respect the fucking holiday, you hackers.
They're hackers. They don't respect shit.
But talking about the spirit of the holiday, I want to talk about Tokyo Godfathers. It's probably my favorite Satoshi Kon movie. It's not necessarily a Christmas episode, but that entire story takes place around Christmas time in Japan, and it has like the whole spirit. I would argue it's like that the Western spirit of Christmas in that movie, in the sense that the movie is essentially a message about how family is what you make it to be, and like you see these main characters in Tokyo Godfathers running around the city and like yelling at each other and just being generally assholes to each other, and then at the end they all come back together and they realize, wow, kind of needed each other.
That's so adorable.
I know. It's like the actual like spirit of what Christmas is supposed to be, at least in my mind. And it's really echoed great in that movie. It's nice that it takes place around Christmas, so with like all the background art you see, like all the Christmas trees and the Christmas decorations and how festive everyone feels. And of course, the main characters are homeless, so they don't have any they don't seemingly have any reason to celebrate. Of course, they find out at the end they do, because they have each other. And that's what makes it really great to me. Have any of you... I know we did a movie review for Tokyo Godfathers, but I don't think either of you were on it.
No, I haven't seen this. However, I'm reading the
great.
wiki right now, and apparently the baby's name is Kyoko, which translates to Silent Night. So,
Yes.
like, there's so many layers here. Satoshi Kon.
Genius.
God, what a talent that we lost way too early. Jesus, I really wish he were still alive making movies.
I don't know. I feel like if he was still alive making movies, he'd... What's that Red Letter Media thing? How's it feel to see?
How's it feel to live long enough to see all your franchises go up in flames? It feels great.
Yeah, that. That's how it feels.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
maybe
it just happens,
if he were still alive making movies, he'd be doing the what's the dude that just had a movie come out?
That's a lot of dudes.
Shinkai?
Your Name.
Makoto Shinkai.
Makoto Shinkai. Like the last 2 movies he's made have been not great.
Bro, he turns into a literal fucking chair.
The dude.
Wait,
Morty,
did that movie
Morty,
actually
Morty
release already?
Turned into a chair.
I think it did, yeah.
Oh,
like last month or 2 months ago.
So while me and Evan were at the quintessential quintuplets movie, they actually put out a trailer for it during the movie, and it was the first time I saw it. And I was like, "Oh, cool, a new Shinkai movie!" Because like as soon as it started playing, I was like, "I recognize this art style. I know what this is gonna be." And I was like,
"And the EN releases, I think January or February 2023."
Ooh,
I think
exciting.
It's actually April.
Is it April?
I saw
so
something
late.
that said April.
Jesus,
I'll have to double check that. I could be wrong, but I think I saw something on Twitter yesterday or the day before that said it was going to be in American theaters in April, early April.
Check the Anime Club After Dark Twitter for all the latest anime news, please.
Oh, thank
fucking
you, Town
plug,
Crier
dude.
Chinoda.
Nice fucking plug, bro.
Thank you very much. I took advantage.
Town Crier Chinoda. But yeah, I highly recommend Tokyo Godfathers. Really, any Satoshi Kon movie. But if you're looking for a good anime movie that has that spirit of Christmas in it, Tokyo Godfathers is a great bet.
And if you're just looking to watch a Christmas movie, Jingle All the Way.
Yes.
Absolute fucking favorite Christmas movie.
Yes. I get the Tomo Bento! I don't know what it is. What was it about like Christmas movies in the mid-90s where it was either children being little shits or adults just beating each other up for Christmas toys?
It's fucking hilarious. I don't know. Home Alone's a Christmas movie too.
Oh, Home
It's a
Alone
classic.
is a great movie.
Nah, John, you know what's a
there's-
great
what-
Christmas movie? Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Oh, I was
That's
gonna
a song,
say
Shinoda.
No,
it's
the
also
movie.
a movie.
Is
Where
it a
Sa-
movie?
they're- Yeah. Santa. It's a cartoon, and it's where Santa gets tried because they're like, "You drunk driving bastard! You had too much eggnog. You hit Grandma."
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
I haven't seen this in like 20 years, and I still fucking remember the movie, dude.
It's the first time ever hearing of it. Holy
Oh,
shit.
Alex, you need to watch this. It's so fucking good.
This sounds awesome.
But also, Eight Crazy Nights, the Adam Sandler Christmas movie is really, or I guess
That's
it's
really a Hanukkah movie.
a Hanukkah movie, but it's a winter holiday movie. Let's call it that.
Also,
That's
I
a
want
really
to
good
point
one.
out
we gotta
I
celebrate
wanna
Hanukkah over here as well. Shout out to Natai.
Yeah,
shout out
yo,
to
Natai, shout out.
not here. I will say, in fairness, I actually did try to find examples of Hanukkah episodes of anime. I could not find a single one.
Okay,
Oh,
hold on.
that's
I
sad.
got a tangent. So I saw it was on a Reddit post where someone made a fucking meme about like all the anti-Semitic stuff that Kanye's been saying, and there's like, oh yeah, he's Jewish, and it's like, and then this Rabbi comes up, he's like, I used to tell Kanye, all of the lights, the menorahs, all of the lights, and I just started fucking dying. They basically.
Good impression of Hasiди.
there's just a bunch of Jewish people like just parodying all of Kanye's music, and it's just like, oh yeah, he was Jewish, and it's just like, what the fuck?
That's fucking
Reformed Rabbi
great.
Bill
Jesus
Clinton.
Christ. Oh god, the fucking Game Awards.
Oh no, I have no idea what any of that's about. Like
I don't
I
care,
just
it's
learned about
funny.
it yesterday, but I'm trying to think of there was another Christmas movie I was going to recommend that I think is really good.
Die Hard.
Yes, Takatomi Tower. We're all meeting there December 24th. Yes. Oh my god, I can't remember it. But you know what's a really bad one? That Tim Allen one.
The
Where
Santa
he,
Claus?
like-
The Santa Claus?
No, not the Santa Claus one. I think it's Tim Allen. It's a Christmas movie where they want to cancel Christmas because their daughter's not coming home for Christmas. So then, like, Tim Allen and his wife get, like, a tan, and they're going to go to, like, Bahamas or something. And then all their neighbors are like, "You're not going to celebrate Christmas?" And I'm like, this is the worst fucking Christmas movie I've ever seen in my
Like, bro,
life.
what the fuck? I'd rather be in the Bahamas. Are you fucking kidding me?
My wife has informed me that it's called Christmas with the Cranks.
Oh, okay.
That's the movie that I'm talking about.
Oh.
That's a terrible fucking Christmas movie. I hated it.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's bad.
I'd never
It's
even
real
heard
fucking
of this.
bad.
Yeah.
And like, oh man, there's so many. As much as there's good Christmas movies, but there's also super bad Christmas movies. And Christmas with the Cranks is one of my all-time like hated Christmas movies. There's also like every year Hallmark decides to release Christmas movies too, like the Hallmark Christmas movies. Those are really bad. They're hilariously bad. I remember there was one where like stereotypical this busy business lady moves to like a small town and falls in love with the postman, and like,
But the postman's always hot.
yeah, it's a hot postman, but also he's like a single father or something, and like it's just really awkward acting. And I was just like, Hallmark movies are bad. I feel like they do it on purpose though, because they just need to crank out like bad movies. Because here I am talking about these bad Hallmark movies, giving them traffic. So there's that. All right, tangent over.
You've been bamboozled,
over.
John. You've done their job for them.
My tangent is over. I just had to talk about Christmas with the Cranks and how it's a terrible Christmas movie.
Also, if you are looking for a good Christmas movie that's kind of an older Christmas movie, It's a Wonderful Life is still a classic.
I don't
That's
think
super
I've watched that,
old.
It is.
actually.
It's so old. It's in black and white. It's still a great movie. I watch it. I won't say every year, but at least every other year I end up watching that movie. Anyway, I also briefly wanted to talk about the disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, which there's a blast from the past if anyone is as old as me.
Still haven't watched it.
It is. I cannot state how big Haruhi was in like 2006, 2007. Like that was anime.
Yeah, the fucking Hari Hari Yukai dance, dude.
It
That was
wasn't big.
peak
It was a
weeb.
fucking era.
It was. Like, you had the big three, which everyone was always talking about that anyway. That was Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto, which were all going on at the same time then. But y'all, like, Haruhi came out, and that was a fucking phenomenon. Like, that was when I really started to think that, oh, maybe this anime thing might take off one day. I don't know. Because, like, even people in my school were talking about it who never talked about anime before.
I just wanted to make a comment. It's been like 18 years, and the big three are still airing.
The Return of the King. Fucking Bleach, let's go.
Okay.
It's so good.
I want to say yes. I want to say yes,
I just
you're
wanted
right.
to make a point. I just wanted to make a point.
Hold on. I want to say yes, you're right. However, one of those three is still airing. It's One Piece because it'll never stop airing. 2, Bleach, yeah, technically, but it's kind of a second season or a part 2.
It's the final
then
season.
No, it's
Boruto's
the end.
really
It's
just a
the
spin-off.
end of the manga, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
it
What we
is.
talked about,
It's
yeah.
literally the last part of it.
So it's just the last part adaptation of the anime of the
They
manga.
just really just should have called it Bleach and just kept going. They shouldn't have had like the subtitle.
And I get that Boruto is technically not Naruto, but
It's
Listen.
a spin-off.
It's a
Point
sequel. It's not a spin-off.
it's been like 15 years, and the big three are still here. So it's like,
true.
The Return of the Kings.
I mean,
Jesus.
you're not wrong. As much as I don't want it to be right, you're not wrong.
I don't remember the Christmas episode in Haruhi. It's been so long since I've watched it.
Well, the disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya is the movie. And
Okay.
while it's very superficially about Christmas, but it came out at Christmas time, and the story revolves around, is in December, and you've got the festive lights and the decorations and everything. And the reason I just view it as a Christmas movie, even though it's very superficially Christmassy, is that when I originally watched it, it was Christmas time. And I don't know, it just takes me back to when I first watched it in 2008, I think it was, which was also my senior year of high school.
Ah, yes, the formulative years.
Ah, yes.
I was just getting into high school.
Oh, you young man.
Also, I was just getting into high school.
Oh, you young men. You really know how to make me feel old. You know that shit.
You're welcome.
Fuck you, Chinoda. Fuck you.
You look great for your age.
That's something, I guess. I'll take it. At this point in my life, I'll take any compliment I can get. I don't know. Just for some reason, when I watch Disappearance, I get in that like Christmas mood. I don't know what it is about that movie because it's, like I say, it's so superficially Christmas. But
see, I thought
feel like it's
you were
a Christmas
gonna.
movie.
I'm surprised you didn't put K-On! Because K-On's Christmas episode is so fucking cute.
It's okay. K-On's Christmas episode is
Oh
like
my
so
God.
wholesome and so cute. You just gotta go like hug a pillow until you like make it pop.
Like,
I forgot about.
I gotta
it.
take
Jesus.
I gotta take my insulin when I watch that fucking episode because it gives me straight diabetes.
The whole point of that episode is like Uwe wants to make a white Christmas for Yui because she really wants to see snow on Christmas. But they live in a place where it very rarely snows. So she just goes and like tears up a pillow and throws it on the fucking ground. It's like, ooh, it's a white Christmas. It's so wholesome.
That shit was so goddamn cute. God. Why did
Also
I forget
another,
about that?
Another KyoAni anime. Because Haruhi's also a KyoAni product.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. It is. All
Like,
right,
there
I
was
need
that time
to
where,
know
there was
though.
that time where KyoAni just had the fucking monopoly on anime for like 3 years.
I mean, they still kind of have a death grip on anime just because their art style is so uniquely KyoAni.
Yeah.
You know it's KyoAni when it's like super bubbly and round and cute and pudgy, and you're like, that's KyoAni, all right.
And you got those wide hips on the girls. Oh.
Those thick thighs.
Mm.
All right, boys, calm
Baby
down. I
making
can
dips.
see it getting up. Calm down.
Baby making
All right,
hips.
all right. I need to know, what is the red-nosed reindeer episode of Sword Art Online?
All right, so this was a fucking
Is
boss
this
level.
the episode? What, boss level?
No. No, actually, it was a special event, I think. It's been so goddamn long, I barely remember.
I haven't seen Sword Art Online in a long time either, and you said
I
this
have
is from
PTSD
episode.
from Sword Art Online. Like, I'm having a conniption over here just hearing that name.
I was like, is this the episode where him and what's her face bang? Is that it?
No.
No,
it
that's
was
the movie.
This was much. That was much later. No, this was like episode.
Well, the reason I
3.
say that was because no, man, chapter 16.5. We know that. That's when they banged.
Yes. That is the true Christmas anime.
His
Okay.
2.5 years of gunk just like splooged out into her, right?
Okay,
Merry
okay.
Christmas, Asuna. You're pregnant.
I got it.
Oh, God.
Story skips ahead following Christmas Eve when a special event boss, Nicholas the Renegade, is set to appear. And
Oh my God.
fucking Kirito solos the boss. And it's
Okay, so
it was an
why did you
item
put
that
this?
grants a reprieve from a person's death, but only up to 10 seconds. I remember this. Yeah.
Oh, is this because what's her face dies? from the
Yeah,
group?
in that trap room.
Yeah.
That whole party,
Okay.
actually, if I remember right.
Yeah, the party wipe when they get trapped in the teleport room or whatever. I remember that. Okay, I vaguely remember this episode. I mean, I vaguely remember the people dying and then him being a sad little emo bitch boy, but...
I vaguely remember Sword Art Online
See, yeah, I also... I remember the fight scenes. That's all I really do.
and Crossing Field.
Crossing Field's such a good opening song.
But yeah,
Like, there's
no,
good parts to Sword Art Online. The story is not one of them.
No, the fight scenes are awesome. I love the fight scenes.
They genuinely look good.
A Sword Art Online is a technically well-produced anime. Its story is shit.
No, so
Yeah,
yeah,
on a
that
technical
was,
aspect, it's well built, but, I mean, the story itself is just garbage, so...
But yeah, no, this was that episode, and I just remember it because I always remember that goofy ass looking Santa boss, and I'm like, holy fuck, that actually looks a little bit terrifying, but at the same time, it's funny as hell.
It's not Santa Claus, it's
See-
Krampus.
I'm just... It makes me... Why would there be an item that grants you 10 seconds of reprieve from grief programmed into this game? Like, who... What?
Because the person
Because-
who created it is a villain.
Yeah,
Well, the guy who created it originally didn't intend for it to be a death game. He just wanted all control, right? Like, it was supposed
That's
to
what
be
they all
testing
say.
this... I don't remember what the villain's, like, actual reason for doing it. Other
he
than trying to
literally
rape
said he forgot why
Asuna.
he did it in the first place. He
Yeah,
did.
I don't remember.
Dude, you're
also
gonna
don't
question
remember.
this. He is evil for the sake of plot. That's why he does it.
Yeah, but I'm like, there's so many. So if you think about it for a second, right?
John,
Why would
that's
there be an
risky
item?
territory.
No,
that's
no,
risky territory.
I'm just saying. I need to know. I need to fucking know. Why would you program an item that grants you reprieve for 10 seconds from grief in a fucking video game? How would that work? Like, are they creating anime drugs? What is this? It doesn't make sense.
It's literally Jet. Todd Howard.
It just
like
doesn't make sense. And if he couldn't program the game from the outside once he was ready inside the game, it means that someone did this beforehand. So what the fuck does that mean? Whatever.
This is
I'm
your
over
video
it.
game design coming forward.
Because I swear to God, he was just like, he programmed the mirror thing because this is like a last second like thing that he wanted to do because he wanted to be God in his own world. But the other items don't make sense. The last second one's like the mirror of revealing, which makes you turn into your actual face scanned person. Like, sure, that you can do last second. All right, never mind. I'm getting way too into this.
Your problem, John, is that you are trying to espouse logic in Sword Art Online where there is none.
I just needed to know why you put that. I thought it was the episode where he fucks Asuna, but I guess not.
No.
Is that?
But you do. The 16.5 thing is technically non-canon, but I mean everyone thinks it is. But
How is it not canon? It was in the web novel.
Because the light novel is what's considered canon, and 16.5 isn't in the light novel.
Boo! The original author wrote it. It's canon. His
I
fanfic is
agree.
canon.
I agree.
Boo.
But the entirety of the anime for Sword Art Online is just a build up to the first movie where you get to see Asuna's titties.
Hold on. What?
And,
Excuse you?
In the first movie, you get to see Asuna's titties.
Yeah.
Timestamps, receipts. Come on, let's go.
I don't know the timestamp off the top of my head, but I do know you see them.
Now, never mind. We're not getting this. There's dojins for this.
Yeah.
I'm tangenting so hard.
There's also
right.
16.5 for this.
Oh no, not again. Not again.
We always... And if you guys want to see how cringe that is, we also did a dramatic reading of chapter 16.5.
It was disgusting.
It's the worst.
But it's also one of the most watched things on our YouTube channel.
I had to edit that episode. I had to take breaks every like 10-15 minutes because I want to kill myself. This sucks. I hate this. It's so cringe. I'm like skin's crawling like
Just like Mike on Red Letter Media just pulls a gun. I was like, oh, good.
All right. I'm going to talk about other favorite Christmas episodes because we've talked about happy things. However, let me talk about sad fucking Christmas episodes in anime.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna start with Angel Beats. You've all seen Angel Beats, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't
It's
remember
been a
it.
while, but I have seen it.
So
Okay.
I watched it when like it was,
When it was
very
airing?
young. Yeah, when it was like
Okay.
airing, I think, when I was very young. But I don't remember it at all, and I don't remember what's sad about it. So I need to like rewatch
Okay.
it. I'm actually
What's sad-
gonna
it's
take
about
off my
death,
headphones for
Shinoda.
this, just so I can like go in later. Sorry, what was that, Alex?
I said it's about death, Chinoda. It's going to be sad.
Oh, I know it's about that, but like
Alright.
I don't remember what's sad about it.
All right,
Anyways,
Chinoda,
I'll be
take off
back.
your headphones.
Yeah.
Let me. All right. So, is Chinoda gone?
He must be.
All right, Chinoda's gone, and everyone else who doesn't want to hear spoilers for Angel Beats, go away for like about 5 minutes, starting now. Okay, so what's super sad about this episode is that the main character, who we know is dead, he's having a flashback to like when he was still alive, and he's carrying his sister, who's like sickly and dying. And it's so sad because you get to learn more about his backstory, about like why he wanted to become a doctor, why he was trying so hard, and you just learn about his sickly sister who's just like, oh, Nii-chan, we'll go see the festival next year. And then it's like she doesn't make it, and you're just like, oh,
Just
no.
watching that, it's like, oh, this is an immediate death flag.
Like, Angel Beats is sad in general, but it just like hits you in that Christmas episode. And it's like, why? Why did you do this? You're already a sad anime, dude. Fucking low blow. His dying, deathly sick sister who's dying of super mega cancer AIDS. Because I don't remember what I think she had cancer, uncurable cancer.
It may have
And-
been.
Because it's usually that.
I don't remember the disease she had either, but it was some
I
kind
also
of a
don't
disease.
remember. Yeah, and it's just so sad. And it's like, because she's going around and she's spending Christmas with her big brother, and she just wants to play in the snow. And she collapses from it, and he's like carrying her on her back, and he's making all these empty promises like, don't worry, you'll get better, this and that. And it's just like you just start ugly crying because you're just like, oh, the main character's heart is so big. And I Christmas is a very happy time of the year, but it's also a very sad time of the year.
It can be, especially if you have any kind of like tragedies that occur around that time of year.
Yeah. And
let me ask you something, because since we're talking about Angel Beats, it doesn't say have anything to do with this particular episode, but what do you think is the sadder part of Angel Beats? That, learning how his sister dies, or learning how the main character died?
Oh, shoot, dude. Learning how the main character died fucked me up.
Oh, me too.
It's like, he's a promising young student. He's on his career path. He's going to be a new doctor. He's going to help cure and save hella people because he couldn't save his younger sister.
Super cancer AIDS.
And then, like, the train derails and, like, a bunch of people are dying. And he's still, like, he inspires them at the very end and gives them all hope to, like, move, like, to try to survive. And then finally help fucking arrives. And most people are alive, but the main character is dead.
Yeah.
And all he did was, like, right before he died, he took out his donor card and was like, you can take my organs. And then it inspired everyone else to be like, well, even if we died, he helped them, like, come to terms with, like, their death. And that you can still do good even in your death. And it's just like, it's a very powerful and moving moment. And I get that Angel Beats is about, it's supposed to be sad. It's like, literally it's about death and trying to move on from it and stuff, and grief, right? Like, oh God, all of Angel Beats is so sad.
The entire like premise of Angel Beats is literally just how to survive going through a trauma.
Yeah, it's a really good fucking show. And music's
it's
really
because
good.
There everyone comes down one of two ways on Angel Beats. Either it's one of the greatest things ever that talks about things like death and trauma and getting over those things, or it's the most overrated anime of all time.
I think people feel it's overrated because everyone's like, oh God, Angel Beats is so good. And it's like, it's good because it's about grief and processing grief and getting, like, learning to be okay. Like, it's not about getting over it because you don't really get over grief. It's more of a process of, like, learning to be okay with not being, how you deal with it and learning to be okay to be not okay. It's really what it is. And that's why I love it so much, but we can bring Chinoda back.
Too.
I'm done with the spoilers for this one.
Yeah. I do agree. It's one of my... that and the Christmas episode are one of my two favorite episodes of Angel Beats. I absolutely love it. You know what? At some point, I know it's an older show, but at some point, I'd love to do a spoiler cast for Angel Beats.
I mean, we could. It's like 15 years old at this point. I don't know.
I know it's not necessarily like relevant now, but I still would. I would not be against doing it at some point.
I mean,
because it's an older show that I love.
Could do a Christmas episode stuff watch along. I don't know.
I mean, maybe that's something we could do next year. I don't know. We'll have to.
Chinoda, are you back?
Oh no, he's fucked off. He went to the bathroom.
I pinged him. The bastard.
Oh, whoops.
He's back.
He's back.
Yeah, hello.
Nice.
I was looking at the wrong chat. I was looking at Friends Den instead of VIP.
All right.
So
now I'm going to spoil Clannad after story.
Now time to spoil Clannad.
Okay, time to take my headphones off again.
No, it's not much of a spoiler.
Okay.
Okay, it's kind of a spoiler. Chinoda.
John, I hate you so
now that I think about it, it's kind of a spoiler.
Fuck off.
Wow.
All right. So, Clannad After Story is so fucking sad. Like, Clannad, I believe Angel Beats and Clannad is by Visual Kei, right?
Yes.
Producers of, like, the saddest fucking shit.
I think they're both by Visual. I think so.
I think they're both by Visual Kei. Anyway, so in After Story, the Christmas episode, it's not too sad because it's just like you see all the characters, they're hanging out, and it's actually a great time. But it's sad in retrospect because, like, if you have future knowledge of what happens in it, you're just like, oh, this is the last time they'll be happy together. Oh no. So it's sad once you watch it. However, what's also sad is there's also the when the main character guy, Tomoyo?
Yes, Tomoyo. Or
Tomoya,
yeah,
whatever. I don't fucking remember.
Tomoyo is the brown-haired girl.
The brown? No, she has silver hair. Anyway, point is.
Silver hair, whatever. In the visual novel, she has brown hair.
Does she? Bullshit. Anyway, the main character guy, he abandons his daughter after his wife dies, and she also is sickly like her mother, and he reunites with her when it's snowing and she catches a fever, and it's also Christmas time, and it's so sad because he's making all these promises like, oh, well, I'll be here for you, and it's just like, oh no, Ushio's gonna die too, just like her mom in the winter time when she caught the actual death disease, and it's just so sad, and it's just like, why do they always use snow and cold in like wintertime to just reflect sadness? Like, it's a season of death in Clannad, and it's just so fucking, it's iconic to me because, like, again, most Christmas episodes are about lovers, it's about like romances, about happy feelings, maybe bittersweet feelings. It's not about death and depression, which is why I love Angel Beats and Clannad After Story so much.
This is literally the opposite of festive.
Yeah, and it's like that type of, is it dichotomy?
Yeah, dichotomy. Like, you have that contrast.
Yeah, that contrast in feeling is like what makes it memorable to me. And I haven't seen, I see more animes now doing like maybe more sad stuff during Christmas time, but like not to the extent that Angel Beats and Clannad After Story did. Mm-hmm. That's 100% for sure. However, I do recognize that Angel Beats and Clannad After Story are meant to fuck you up emotionally.
Oh yeah,
they're just
for sure.
Emotional porn. The animes is what they really are.
And we were both wrong. So Clannad was made by KyoAni.
It was KyoAni, okay.
Angel Beats was made by PA Works.
No, but I thought they were both stories from Visual K.
No, Clannad is. Angel Beats is made by Jun Maeda.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Or at least he was the original writer of the screenplay.
All right, I'm gonna summon
because the anime itself is an original work. And Jun Maeda went on to do a manga adaptation of Angel Beats as well.
Well, that makes sense.
I had to go look that up because, like, they do have very similar art styles.
I don't know. I just, whenever I see sad anime, I could think, okay, it must be Visual K because Visual K just likes making sad shit.
Yeah, Visual K did do the original visual novel for Clannad, and that's why, like, all Visual K visual novels have like the big bug eyes. That's like their distinctive feature.
What have they done recently?
Enough about those sad animes. I have Real Life here because I love Real Life a lot. It's another rom-com, but it's in the similar vein of like Kimi no Totoge and Toradora. It all culminates to wintertime, and when they have the Christmas episode, that's when the main characters confess to each other, and you're just like, yes! So that's really it.
You just have that swelling in your chest, like it's happening. It's happening.
Because the build-up for a lot of these shows culminates around Christmas, and that's why it's memorable to me. That's what makes a good Christmas episode. Borrowing the setting of Christmas for the confessions is fine. That's a traditional, it's a tropey traditional thing that a bunch of anime do, and it's fine. I think it's great that they do that because it makes sense. When it's better to confess during this time when all the spirits are jolly and everyone is doing couple stuff, versus like, I don't know, the start of school or something. It was just like, it's not very memorable.
I've known a number of people who have like proposed around Christmas time too, so it's kind of tracks.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a high energy, positive mood.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't want to talk about the Wotakoi Christmas episode where everyone's working on Christmas.
Because that's just depressing.
You say that, but there's so many people who go through that exact same thing. That's what makes Wotakoi so good, because it's literally a story for working anime fans.
See, the problem is
that
it's
a story for real adults, and I fucking love it.
I don't think Wotakoi's Christmas episode had an impact on me. That's why.
Fair enough.
And I know that the reason it doesn't have an impact is because like it doesn't have anything that culminates around Christmas. It has a Christmas episode.
It's very superficially Christmas.
Yeah, it's like it borrows the setting, but it doesn't really do anything with it. Unlike these other shows where they use the Christmas time to their benefit to tell a story as a setting.
Yeah, I agree. I guess that's pretty much, we've talked about everything on our list. So I guess that's about it. I guess if there's one other thing I want to say is that Christmas time is for bullying Satanya. I mean, what?
Yes, good old Gabriel Dropout. Always a goddamn classic.
I just love that their Christmas episode is just how many times can we beat the shit out of Satanya and not give her a gift?
It's so mean. No bully Satanya. No, bully Satania, you bastards.
Bully Satania. That's why she's here. She's literally a punching bag.
Speaking of Gabriel Dropout, Josh and Chun Dropkick has had a couple of Christmas episodes now because they've had multiple seasons. Every time, it's a great thing. It's always a fun time.
Wait a minute. Is that the anime that has fucking Hatsune Miku show up?
Yep.
Yes.
Multiple times.
Oh my god.
And it's actually really goddamn good. Like, I really enjoyed it.
I should watch. I've never watched the first season of it, and it's like there's on season 3 now.
Yeah, Alex, you enjoyed Gabriel Dropout. You will absolutely love Josh and Chun Dropkick.
I will give it a shot at some point. I feel like I definitely need to because people keep talking about it.
It's a fun anime that breaks the fourth wall constantly. It's a fun zany thing.
Oh, you know I'm a sucker for fourth wall breaks.
Exactly. You'll love this shit. And, like, most of the third season was actually an ad for, like, various places in Japan.
Oh.
It was actually really cool.
Drive-In Tori?
No. That would have been cool, though. But they actually advertised, like, lot of remote locations.
You gotta leave that for Zombieland Saga.
Of course. That's their shtick.
All right. Well, I think we'll go ahead and leave it there. Thank you everyone who dropped in to listen to us talk about our favorite Christmas anime episodes. Check the description below where you can find links to Anime Club After Dark on Twitch, on social media, and on Discord. Check out our merch store. Any purchases you make there do really, really help us out. I actually very recently added Potteroo stickers and magnets for every one of us here on the podcast. Thank you, Burb, in our Discord server for making those for us. With that, I have been your host, Alex, and I will see you next time. Say goodnight, guys!
Merry Christmas!
Merry
Yay!
Christmas!
Happy holidays for everyone.
Happy New Year! Happy Hanukkah, because it's gonna be Hanukkah when this... No, wait, will it? Fuck. I think it may be the first day of Hanukkah when this goes out. I don't know.
We're not Jewish. Where's the tie? Ah!
The tie, help!